Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Smart English Podcast. I'm Mia, and I'm so excited to be here with you today.
And I'm Alex. It's great to be back, Mia. We have a fantastic topic for our listeners today, especially if you're thinking about studying or just curious about daily life in an English-speaking environment.
That's right, Alex. Today, we're talking about something many students can relate to, university life. It's a place where you use English for so many things, not just in class. It can feel a little scary at first, but it's also a wonderful adventure. So, Alex, let's start with your own experience. What was your university life like, and how much English did you use every day?
Oh, my university days. They were amazing, Mia. I studied abroad, so English was everywhere, all the time. From the moment I woke up until I went to bed, I was speaking, listening, reading, and even thinking in English. It was a complete immersion. For example, my classes were all in English, of course. The professors spoke English, the textbooks were in English, and my classmates from all over the world spoke English. It really pushed me to learn quickly.
That sounds like a big change. So, beyond the classroom, where did you find yourself using English the most? Was it different from what you expected?
Definitely different from what I expected. I thought it would just be about studying, but honestly, the social part was huge. Imagine, you want to grab coffee with a new friend, or you want to join a student club, or even just ask for directions to a building on campus. All these simple, everyday interactions were in English. I remember trying to order a sandwich at the cafeteria. I had to learn how to ask for specific things, like, "Can I have a turkey sandwich, please, and no mustard?" It sounds simple, but at first it was a little tricky. I even made friends from different countries, and our common language was English. We would talk about our homework, our weekends, our plans for the future. It really helped my English grow outside of just academic terms.
That's such a great point, Alex. It's not just about grammar and vocabulary. It's about connecting with people. And what about in the actual classes? When you were in a lecture, how did you manage to understand everything, especially if the professor spoke fast or used difficult words?
That was a big challenge at first, Mia. Lectures can be very fast-paced. My strategy was to try and get the main ideas first. I didn't try to understand every single word. I focused on key words and the overall topic. I also wrote down important phrases or words I didn't know and looked them up later. And this is important. I wasn't afraid to ask questions. Sometimes I would wait until the end of the lecture, or I'd ask a classmate. Asking a classmate was often easier because they might explain it in simpler terms or rephrase it. Group projects were also a fantastic way to practice. We had to discuss ideas, share tasks, and present our work, all in English.
Asking questions is so important, and it can feel hard sometimes, but it really helps. It sounds like being part of a group, whether it's for a project or just socially, really pushed you to use English naturally. Did you ever have to give presentations in English?
Oh yes, many times. Giving presentations was probably one of the most nerve-wracking things at first. You stand in front of everyone, and you have to speak clearly, explain your ideas, and answer questions. My first few presentations, I practiced them so many times. I even recorded myself to check my pronunciation and how fast I was speaking. It really helped me become more confident. And over time, it became much easier. It's a skill you build, just like any other.
That's excellent advice. Practicing out loud really makes a difference. It seems like university life, while academic, is also very practical for English learning because you're using it in so many different situations, from talking to professors to asking for a book in the library or even joining a sports team. English is the key. So what about handling assignments or writing essays? Was that difficult in English?
Absolutely. Writing essays in English was a whole different skill set. At first, I focused on making sure my sentences were correct grammatically and that my ideas were clear. I used online dictionaries and grammar checkers a lot. I also asked for feedback from my professors and sometimes even from a study buddy. Having someone read my essay and point out areas where I could improve was incredibly helpful. It taught taught me how to structure my arguments and express complex ideas simply. It's not just translating from your native language, it's about thinking in English for academic writing.
That's a very good point, Alex. Thinking in English for writing is a big step. So for our listeners who might be dreaming of going to university in an English-speaking country or just want to use English more in their daily lives, it sounds like immersing yourself and not being afraid to make mistakes is key. Now, before we wrap up, let's introduce some useful words and phrases that came up today or are very common at university. Are you ready, Alex?
Ready, Mia. Let's do it.
Okay, the first one is campus. We used this word a few times. The campus is the area where a university or college is located, including all the buildings and grounds. For example, the university campus is very beautiful with lots of green spaces.
That's a great one. My next word is lecture. A lecture is a formal talk given to a group of students, usually by a professor, about a specific subject. For instance, I have a history lecture every Monday morning.
Perfect. And number 3, course. A course is a series of lessons or studies in a particular subject, usually over a period of time. So, I'm taking an English literature course this semester. Or maybe, what courses are you studying?
And for our fourth and final word, something I found really helpful, study buddy. A study buddy is a friend or classmate with whom you study, share notes, and help each other learn. For example, my study buddy helped me understand the difficult math problems. It's like having a learning partner.
Those are all super useful words for anyone thinking about university or just learning English. So, to recap today's episode, we talked about how English is used in daily life at university, not just in classes, but for everything from ordering food to making friends and giving presentations. It's all about practice and not being afraid to try.
Exactly. The more you use it, the better you get. And remember, everyone starts somewhere.
That's so true, Alex. Thank you so much for sharing your experiences and insights today, Alex. And thank you, dear listeners, for tuning in to the Smart English Podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel for more helpful English lessons, and leave a comment below with your own experiences using English in daily life. We love hearing from you.
See you next time, everyone. Keep practicing.